So Stephen, we've wrapped up our pre-season here. That was a good win today. Warm point next, but we can take some heart from the day and it's good encouragement going into it.
Yeah, obviously, look, the guys have been back in since the middle of June, and I can't fault them enough for their effort, their commitment, endeavour, and they're part-time footballers, as I keep saying. And yes, they do have holidays, but to be fair to them, they've knuckled down. They've got themselves in decent enough shape coming back, and when they've went on holidays, they've looked after themselves and they've came back. So. Look, it's been tough enough pre-season. There's players have come in. They've got to get to adjust to the group, they get to adjust to us and our style of play and what way we want them to play. And sometimes that's hard, and sometimes there's mixed messages. But I'll be fair to them, and they've got on board, and they're taking advice of what we want to do and hopefully what they can do. I mean, there's quality players there, and if we can just get them playing as a team, that's our job. So I'm not saying that we're totally done yet, reference the transfer window, but there might be one or two more if something becomes available that can strengthen our squad. So we're happy with the business we've done over the summer, and hopefully we can make an account ourselves. But at the end of the day, we're not just going to bring anybody in, and they have to be on the same page as us, and that's the work ethic that we try to drum into them, and I think we've seen that today.
And you talk about the new players coming and going. Every pre-season's the same. We lose players. We've retained one that we probably thought we were going to lose. New players come in, but some of them have looked sharp. They've scored goals for us in the pre-season. Can you tell some of the players that we've brought in?
Yeah, like a big Jordan, who's no stranger to Dundela. He played for me before when he came, and to be honest, he probably should never been away from the club. But he's came back, and he's came back hungry, and he's a lot more mature now. Big Callum Burney's beside him, and obviously everybody knows his experience. Just be a task to keep the two of them fit. So that's our job, and that's where we have to manage them. Big Joe Tully's come in as well. He's a handful up top. Unfortunately, he's suspended next week, but he will come good as well once he gets up the pace for the rest of them, and starts scoring goals. Young Lewis Tennant has come in from Ballymena, and he's quality on the ball. He played against us last year for Ballyclare and caused us a few issues, so we're delighted with that. Obviously Ryan Kerr's still there as a goalkeeper. He was on loan last year. He's now a Dundela player. So, and the other guys who've actually put on a show in pre-season is young Cameron Moody there, who scored 2 today. He's come in the start of pre-season from the reserves, and he's looked lively. The young lad Macca is there as well. Has come in, has done great. He was on holiday. And obviously Jay Harvey's been with us a couple of seasons now, up in and around the first team. So there's a great mixture of youth, pace and experience there as well. So, but as I say, if something becomes available that we can strengthen in a certain area of the pitch, well then we'll have to have a look at that.
And finally, Warm Point away. I joked at the start, I bet you would get Warm Point away first game. That's a tough on them just coming up. They'll have something to prove, back in the Championship.
Yeah, and I think with teams like Warm Points and your Newries and things like that, you don't know a whole lot about them, and they're not playing in and around the Belfast area. So I've no doubt that even though they got promoted, they'll be wanting to strengthen as well. And it was never an easy place to go. So if you're going early, maybe that is a benefit. I don't know, but we've a couple of. There's definitely no easy games this year in the Championship, and when I looked over the first 3 or 4 fixtures, I just thought, flip, it's starting thick and fast. And listen, that's what we're challenging the guys. You have to be putting in the same effort as today against a good Carrick side as you do week in, week out. You can't just raise your game, and that was our Achilles heel last year, the consistency. You can't just raise your game when you're playing a higher team. So we'll be challenging this week in training, and hopefully they make it terribly hard for us next Saturday to select a team to get us 3 points.